Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make this. And this is a balloon pudding. One of my lovelies suggested that I eat a balloon pudding, but since I no longer live in Japan, I can't really just go to the store and pick one up. I thought I'd make a homemade version. And so basically the concept of this dessert is that you're going to have a balloon that has pudding inside it, and you get to use a toothpick or something sharp to pierce the balloon. It pops, and then you get to taste your pudding custard inside. So come along with me and I shall show you how I got to this very cute stage of balloon puddingness. The first thing you're going to need are some balloons. You can use standard issue water balloons here in all the multi-colors, or you can use clear balloons. I found these at my party store, and these are a little bit bigger than water balloons. Next, we're going to wash our balloons out. We're going to take a squeeze bottle, fill it with a little bit of soapy water, and place the balloon on the tip and squirt it with the soapy water. Then we're going to take another squirt bottle filled with just plain water and rinse it several times. So I've never actually had one of these balloon puddings before, but I've had lots of opportunities to taste Japanese pudding, which is basically like a flan. It's like an eggy milk-based custard that has a bit of a caramel sauce on top. So I made two versions of this. The first one I used this, and this is a store-bought cream caramel. And I followed the instructions, but I reduced the milk by 1/4 cup. So once the pudding mix is mixed up according to the directions, we're going to allow it to cool a little bit before putting it into our squirt bottle. Then you're going to take your clean balloon and put it on the end of the nozzle. While holding onto the neck of the balloon, we're going to squeeze the pudding mixture into the balloon until you get a nice kind of golf ball shaped or sized ball. Then you're going to gently release any air pockets that are inside your balloon, and then twist your balloon very, very tightly, tying a knot. So that was for the pudding mixture. So right away when I was mixing the flan mixture, I noticed that the pudding had a very yellow hue to it. And the images that I saw on the internet of the balloon pudding, the pudding was very, very white. So I thought I'd try my own recipe. I first bloomed some unflavored gelatin in some milk, and then I placed that into some more milk with some condensed milk for added sweetness and a little splash of vanilla. If you want the full recipe amounts, be sure to check out the link in the description. So then I heated that up on the stove until the gelatin was completely melted and combined, and then allowed that to cool a little bit before, again, decanting it into a squirt bottle. Then we're just going to use the same technique, use our clean water balloon, place it on the nozzle, fill up our balloon, squeeze it very, very tightly, and secure with a knot. Then we're going to place our pudding balloons in the refrigerator and allow them to set up. I let these sit overnight, but I would imagine just in a few hours these would be ready to eat. All right, now I can't wait for the next step, which is to pierce the balloon and then to eat it. Yay! So excited, so excited. I hope these work. I hope these come out. I mean, I just want to play with these. They're just so stinking cute. I just want to hold these and juggle them and take care of them because they're just so, what is it about shiny spheres that bounce that is just so charming? I don't know. They're just so cute. I love them. I'm going to test the flan mix one first. So now I'm going to use a little skewer and give this a poke. Here we go. I don't want to poke it too hard. Okay, here we go. It's not poking. Oh my gosh. Even though I reduced the milk, it did not retain its shape. Look at that. It looks just like a big pus bag. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. And just a little bit of the caramel sauce on top. Itadakimasu. It's actually delicious. Sweet, eggy, brown sugary, and has a luscious, creamy texture to it. Very much like flan. Curious as to why this didn't set up. I did use the same recipe in my halo halo video to make flan, and it set up beautifully. I certainly refrigerated it long enough. This was sitting in my refrigerator for over 8 hours, so well, at least it tastes delicious. All right, let's try my milk gelatin version. I hope this really works. All right, here we go. Same technique, skewer. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It looks like mozzarella cheese. What happened there? All right, so the balloon shrunk away from it. It sort of worked. That's kind of beautiful. You just gotta put it back together again. Yeah, you wanna remove all of the balloon, by the way, before you actually eat this. Wow, that is a very different texture. Yeah, so that has a completely different texture, much more bouncy, gelled, not as unctuous, smooth, and puddingy. And the flavor is quite different as well. This doesn't taste as rich and of course not eggy because it contains no eggs, but not a bad tasting dessert. Particularly with the addition of that syrup on there, that gives it a kind of brown sugary flavor to it. I'm just disappointed that that didn't pop the way I wanted to. I'm gonna try it again because I have several. I am going to pierce it instead by the knot. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. Oh, it still made it burst. So that only broke in half, and based on the way it kind of unfurled, I think there might be a little bit too much tension in my balloon. So when you make this, if you make this, don't tie them so tightly. I want them to be really shiny and smooth like this on the outside, so I put a lot of pressure on them. Perhaps it would be better not to have the spheres so tight because it looks like the actual release of the latex kind of pulls the little jello apart. What if we use scissors? Again, I suspect it's the tension of the latex that's causing this to rip, but let's try it because that's the whole pleasure and fun of this project, right? Let's just cut this off and see what happens. Whoa. It's like Dr. Pimple Popper. That was fun. That's the best version so far. I'm gonna call that a success, and I'm gonna do that. All right, so there you have it, balloon pudding. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Be sure to share this video with your friends and follow me on social media, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye. Blah, 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 blah.